Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Elk Rapids and the Elk Rapids High School Athletic Complex. It's another night of high school boys basketball on Next Level Broadcasting. Eric Huffman along with Jared Stamen and Isaac Dunson bringing you the action tonight. Couple of teams out of the Northern Shores Conference. Two teams atop that conference, Jared, to fight for first place, both undefeated in the conference right now. Welcome to the Professional Seamless Gutters pregame show. You know, Professional Seamless Gutters, your home gutters are always there when you need them to be. And so is our good friend, Orion Beningo. And that's why he started Professional Seamless Gutters. Professional Seamless Gutters offers fast and experienced service in real-time quotes. But wait, there's more. They'll actually answer your phone call. That's Professional Seamless Gutters at 989-619-3407. And tell them we sent you. Again, Eric Huffman, Jared Stamen, and Isaac Dunson, thank you for joining us on Next Level Broadcasting. Elk Rapids coming in at 6-2 overall, undefeated in the Northern Shores. Coming off a win at Sheboygan the other night, 54-49. Jared, I believe you were there for that one. Quite exciting as I was in Kingsley watching the Stags take on the Charlevoix Raiders. But we got done just in time to see the last minute 30 of that exciting game.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely one for the books. You know, it was the first game that Sheboygan had after break. Elk Rapids did have one earlier that Friday before, I believe. And, you know, you could tell they were a little bit warmed up. And Sheboygan, for those who were unaware, those Chiefs were undefeated 6-0 and had been pretty much dominating teams, looked like the team to beat in their conference. And, well, the Elks came in there and they handled business. It was pretty back and forth the whole game, but near the end, they had a lead, and Chiefs brought it back right down to, you said, that minute 30 mark. We had a tied ball game. Under 30 seconds to go, and, well, the standout for the Elks, Tyler Stanfest, hits a very clutch jumper in the paint over 2 to 3 defenders. Could have been a foul, no foul called, just a better shot by him. Puts them up, and defense wins them the game. They get the stop there and ended up escaping with a win. First loss for Sheboygan, and Elks starting off 2-0 in this 2026 season.
Yeah, exactly. And again, they are now undefeated in the Northern Shores Conference and sitting atop first place. You know, they are, you call it subsequently, a half-game lead on an undefeated in Conference Harbor Springs team as well. Harbor coming in at 4-3 overall. Their most recent game was a 46-33 win down at Grayling, taking care of the Vikings. Again, two teams out of the Northern Shores Conference. We've got a couple other games on Next Level Broadcasting, and we'll be checking in throughout the night. We also have the Battle of Lake Charlevoix with the Charlevoix Raiders taking on the Boyne City Ramblers. Always a good environment and a great game when those two get it out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, both teams have been disappointing to start the year. They're both under the 500 mark, so definitely going to see a scrappy game and, you know, must-watch TV if you guys are going to watch. You know, I think this one might be a little bit better, but, you know, maybe during a commercial break I would peep that score.
Quick highlight from Charlevoix the other night. I can't forget this. When we were down watching the Kingsley game, you had Joe Gaffney, again, coming back from that severe injury from that car accident with the golf team. Got his 1,000th point the other night down at Kingsley, and no better way for him to do it than to hit a beautiful three-point shot. So congrats to Joe Gaffney for eclipsing the 1,000-point barrier as we start getting ready for this game down here with about 3.5 to go. One other game to go in Next Level Universe tonight. It's a girls matchup as the Lady Snowbirds from Gaylord St. Mary's head down the road and down the valley a little bit to take on the Lady Red Devils from East Jordan.
Yeah, and for anyone who doesn't know, those Lady Snowbirds, they are a force to be reckoned with. I think the last couple years they've gotten 2, maybe 3 total losses on the season, and this season they're starting undefeated. And against the East Jordan team that has a little bit to be desired, they've had some common opponents, and, you know, I think it might be a scrappier game because, I mean, that's what East Jordan's all about. You know, they're that real blue collar, and you see it through their teams and their community. They always have a good fan base showing up to the game, so not really a potential upset alert, but you might see a little bit of a closer game than you might expect based on the records.
Absolutely. You got one important game that I'll call out in Big Ten country being played currently right now. You have number 12 Michigan State taking on Northwestern right now. About 5 minutes to go in the first half. Michigan State with a slim 28-24 lead. They were down about 4 points just a few minutes ago. So a tight one back and forth in the first half of that college game. And then you've got something else going on tonight, Jared.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be checking in throughout the night, too. You have the first semifinal of the college football playoff as you have Miami taking on Ole Miss.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's a lot of Michigan fans that are familiar with Trinidad, as he was a Ferris State quarterback for a while, won the national championship with them, and well, he's trying to do that with Ole Miss. You know, I'm sure most of our sports fans know the whole Lane Kiffin drama. No one really thought this team was going to be here, and well, they've been playing here, and Trinidad's been a big part of that. He has been playing lights out, Eric. I cannot express how much I enjoy watching that young man play. I didn't know he was like that, to be honest. You know, I'm sure some of these Ferris State fans are like, you know, you might not know ball. You got to watch the old games, but he has been playing at a different level, and you know, I, for better or worse, do think that the U is going to take the win tonight with Carson.
Okay, so you're making the call then. You've got Miami tonight.
I think we might see it, you know, a 2-possession win. But, you know, I'll be rooting for Ole Miss, though. And I think, you know, they're America's favorite behind those Hoosiers.
My wife's taking Ole Miss tonight. So we'll see what happens in that game, and we'll check that out throughout the night, too. Again, thank the rest of our sponsors as well joining us tonight, along with Professional Seamless Gutters, Bingham Insurance, TVC, Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport, Sky Media 45, and Brothers Tree Service. Thank you all for being a part of Next Level Broadcasting high school basketball. And again, thank you for joining us in Elk Rapids in this beautiful facility. Quick, Jared, with about 40 seconds left before we get through the opening announcements. Anything particular you're looking forward to in this game tonight as we're getting a matchup of two conference first-place teams?
Yeah, you know, I'm really excited to see if Mason Cannon can continue his hot streak.
Yeah, what's your over-under on the threes tonight?
Well, he's got 9 threes in the last 2 games, shooting about 50% from the field. And, well, for him personally, I think you're going to see – I don't know, I think he might take a dip. I might say 3, but total in the whole entire night, I think we're going to see 7 threes made by both teams.
We will see what happens. Right now, we are going to step aside and make way for the public address announcer for the national anthem and starting lineups. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back as we get ready for the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Rams of Harbor Springs, number 1, Ryan Novak. Number 2, Ben McShannock. Next up for the Rams, number 33, Weston Kloss. Number 4, Aaron Souls. Looks like they changed West to 3 instead of 33 now. And last for the Rams tonight, number 24, Thaddeus Cousins. That concludes the starting lineup for the Rams tonight. As Jared, we always bring this up when we see them. Thaddeus Cousins, quarterback of the Rams. Nice, talented young man. We can't wait to see a couple more seasons of him.
Yeah, he is truly a young talent, you know, just a sophomore, and future's bright for that Rams football program.
Lineup for the Elks, number 2, First up, Cameron Kerfoot. If you're not seeing here, they got this. They got the video screen going up, and they're getting a little video package for each player. Looks like, Jared. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they do a good job here at Elk Rapids.
Next up for the Elks is number 3, Tyler Standfest. He's one I always call. He's a good inside, outside player. Can hit the 3. You should be able to post him up too, because he can really work with his way around the paint as well.
Yeah, positionless basketball player for sure.
Yeah, you know, probably my favorite all-around Elk for me just came out. Number 12, Braden Flutie.
Oh yeah, he was. You called his name a lot during football season.
Yes, sir. Next up for the Elks, number 20, Mason Cannon, as we're going to see the over-under on made threes for him tonight. And last for the Elks, number 21, Jake Moore rounds it out for your Elk Rapids Elks tonight. Jared, any last thoughts before we throw this up and get one underway?
Oh, I think we're in for a good fight, and I'd like to see what the Rams can do. This is a good test for them against a good Elks team, and for the Elks, they got to stay the course. They got to win this game. It's kind of a trap game if you kind of think about it.
Yeah, very well. It could be. Yep, for sure. And again, thank you all for joining us, and don't forget, hit us up on the YouTube chat line too. Let us know where you're watching from, any players that you're watching for, and we'll make sure to get you a shout out. As we get the show out of the way, and now it's time for the game, right?
Oh yeah, this is the main event of the night.
Tip is up, knocked down by Jake Moore. Harbor Springs will take it, and they will take the first possession. Ryan Novak, he'll bring it up the court against Braden Flutie. Gets it off to McShannock. Up the top to Kloss. Over to Novak again. Out of bounds. Possession goes to Elk Rapids.
Got to start on defense if you're the Elks. That's how they won that Sheboygan game.
Stanfest will bring it across half court and start the offense for Elk Rapids. Around left Cannon. Top of the key to Flutie. Over to Stanfest. Down to Cannon once again. Nice, easy shot underneath. Good backside screen for an easy 2.
Yeah, beautiful passing. It's really when they're in their element is when that ball knows exactly where it's supposed to go.
Yeah, time for some full court pressure from Elk Rapids. Nice jump in front by Jake Moore. Nice grab. I always like to say, bodies on the floor. It's a good thing to see. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Harbor's ball.
Didn't even take 1 minute.
Inbounds will go to Novak. He'll bring it up the court against the pressure from Flutie. Double team gets it over the top. Harbor keeps possession. Back up the top to Novak. Fakes the pass. His 3 is up. Off the left of the rim. Rebound by Jake Moore. Outlet to Stanfest, and he'll bring it down. Flutie on the right wing. Stanfest going to drive the paint. Up strong. Up and good for a bucket, and he'll shoot 1.
Like to see him get that layup drop early. Last couple games before the end of the 2025 season, or point of the season, he struggled from the layup. He looked like there's a bit of a lid, and he gets get into his spot, and it just wasn't dropping. And I saw that drop a lot in the Sheboygan game, and it's good to see that drop early for him.
Is that more of a confidence thing to you, or just an off night?
I think it was a confidence thing,
okay.
In combination, but mostly confidence.
It's a nice find from Novak over to Souls. Misses. Rebound by Harbor again, no good. Stanfest gets to that rebound and brings it down the court, driving to the left once again. Dump down to Kerfoot off the glass and in.
And that's exactly how they beat Sheboygan. Stanfest drawing in the double teams, finding his open teammate. He's got to be a playmaker for them to really hit the next level.
Yeah, they're getting caught on one thing you have to look out for Elk Rapids is Harbor does have some speed, and kind of like there, they almost got caught not getting back and set up in a press in time. Get some tangled feet here, and ball stay up here, up at the top for Harbor Springs, as you'll get a foul on Braden Flutie, his first of the night.
Yeah, we saw that when we saw Harbor play Charlevoix. That's how really they beat him bad.
If they can get back, set up in their pressure, and rotate, get to their double teams, it could be a long night for Harbor, as it is 6-0, not even 2 minutes in. McShannock's got it for Harbor Springs over on the right wing. He's going to dribble out of the double team, gets into the paint, gets a shot up. No good. Knocked around. Jake Moore had it, knocked it around to Moore. McShannock gets it again, kicks it out to Souls. Aggressive D. Got Elks flying all over the place. Bodies flying all over. Flutie gets the steal, head up to Stanfest. Loses the handle on that as well. Cannon gets that loose ball off the front of the rim. Rebound to Kloss, and will head the other way after a little bit of the Keystone Cops.
Yeah, physical game to start. Wow. Refs letting these young men play. I love it.
McShannock got it on the left wing. Finds Cousin at free throw line, kicks it out to Kloss, up to Novak. Dumps it in the corner to McShannock. Three-pointer is up. Misses everything. Almost looked like it went off Cannon, but the ref is right there. Says out of bounds to the Elks.
And the ever popular Elks student section, I think the herd.
Yeah, I don't know if there's ever an off night for the student section here.
No, not that I've seen, Eric.
Mason Cannon's got it on the left. Up the top to Flutie. Stanfest now has it. Kerfoot jab steps, left side drive, around the rim and in for two.
Yeah, Kerfoot, one of those underside guards that plays in the paint. Just love his style of play.
McShannock will have it for Harbor. To Kloss. Up to Novak. Elks getting ready to sub one in. Novak off a screen, loses the handle. Stanfest has it. He's coming up the middle. He's got 3 lanes filled. Down to Jake Moore. Quick shot fate and up for two.
And Jake Moore is just that Mr. Fundamentals. He just does all the little things right.
Yep, and perfect timing for Coach for Harbor. He calls a timeout, and we will take a quick break and come right back. You are watching high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting. Stay tuned.
I got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what's black, white, and dented all over?
I give up.
The company truck? Yeah, it's bad. But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
And welcome back. The Elk Rapids High School Athletic Complex. 10-0. Elk Rapids leads Harbor coming out of the timeout. McShannock will get up the middle. Gets his pass to Novak. Back to McShannock. Thinks about a three. Over to Souls. He'll shoot a three. Misses everything. Tries to be saved by Kloss. Nothing doing. Out of bounds. Headed the other way.
Well, it's back-to-back air ball threes, and the herd's letting them know.
Yeah, almost like they're just trying to force it right now. You know, there's not much continuity on the Harbor offense right now, and you're seeing tons of it on the Elk Rapids end.
Yeah, they're playing like a fluid team right now. As we're going to sub from Colin Shockley subbing in for the Elks.
Missed shot by Jake Moore. Rebounded by Wes Kloss. Knocked out of bounds by Elk Rapids. It'll stay with. Yeah, it'll stay with the Rams. You got to be careful now because you see with that 4 across, you could be getting some screens set up for long passes down the court. Good job to have Jake Moore set back there so you get nothing deep going on there. All your actions in front of you.
Yeah, there's a reason Kevin Ball has been the coach here for a long time.
Ball trickles out of bounds. Once again, going back to Elk Rapids, a lot of turnovers could be a major factor in tonight's game. Elk Rapids up 10-0, and Harbor having a hard time keeping a handle on the ball.
Yeah, within the first 4 minutes, I would say turnovers have really hurt the Rams.
Mason Cannon down to Kerfoot. Shot fake. He's up. He's going to say no shot, possibly. Ooh, they called a travel. Wow. Can't see that from here. Maybe he shuffled his feet. Looked like a good up and under going up through him for a shot and possible three-point play. But again, maybe shuffled his feet.
And we'll just have to agree with the Zebras on that one.
Nice steal by Stanfest and a shot fake by him. And the steal and bucket for 2.
Done a great job on the pump fakes. They've gotten them multiple times. The Rams.
Novak gets past Jake Moore to half court as I walked on your voiceover.
That's all right.
Novak to Souls. He'll drive on the left side, float one up. No good. Knocked out of bounds to Elk Rapids. Jimmy Callan in for Harbor Springs. Kerfoot receives a handoff, and he'll set up the offense. Over to Cannon. Double screen set up for Stanfest on the right side. Wasn't surprised he didn't quite try to take that 3 possibly. Picks up his dribble, gets over to Cannon. Looks like we're probably going to get an illegal screen of some type. Some type of illegal action on the offense headed the other way.
Well, it's unfortunate because Mason Cannon would have knocked that one down.
Yeah.
It did go through, even though it was untimed.
We'll give that one to Colin Shockley. Harper gets it in McShannock. In the middle of the Souls. Beats the press, gets it over to Kelman. Looks to drive, gets double teamed down at the short corner. Able to get a pass out to Novak. Quick skip pass over to Souls. Rubs off the screen to Cousins. Back to Novak, 3-pointer up, and it is good. First points of the night for Harbor on a 3-pointer from Ryan Novak.
Yeah, between Novak and McShannock, we knew there was going to be a 3 at some point.
A little over 2 minutes ago in the first period, 12-3, the Elks lead. Kerfoot with the drive, no good on the glass. Rebound knocked out to Drew Plum, but they'll catch him skipping his feet before he took off for that drive.
Yeah, 2 recent travels and, not too bad of ones, all things considered, but something you don't want to see trending if you're an Elk.
And we'll get a, So I'd say this a lot. I mean, you're riding the guy's shorts for too long. Eventually, you're going to get a foul call, and he's basically wearing them or enough to get a foul called. Inbound to Novak. Nice drive getting around the defense. No good on the layup. Rebound to Kerfoot. Able to keep his balance, too. Gets the outlet underneath the Plum, and he'll bring it up the court down to Cannon. Kick out to Flutie. 3 is up. No good. Rebound McShannock, and he'll bring it the other way.
Nice pass by Cannon. He's been the hot hand, but found an opener teammate for a better look.
Kellman's got it for Harbor down in the corner. Souls gets it out to the 3-point line. Looking for someone. He finds Novak for another 3. It's up and it's good. 2 in a row for Ryan Novak. 6 quick points for him. And Elk Rapids will now call a timeout themselves to reset themselves with 1:17 left to go in the first period.
Well, Novak, I don't know if there's something that was talked in that that huddle at that first full timeout that they took, but it seemed like he's taking a little bit of it on himself. I mean, he missed that one layup that he's probably not going to miss more than once in this game.
Yep.
And then the 2 threes. I mean, 6-point game all of a sudden.
You know, Jared, need to enhance your brand? Sky Media 45 combines excellent photography with post-production to create stunning video and image content. Showcase your community event or business with our expert aerial solutions. We're ready to fly for you. Visit us at skymedia45.com. Is it Tom Clemenson broadcasting somewhere tonight?
I believe,
Is he somewhere tonight?
I believe he's in Charlevoix with Shane Smith.
Oh, okay. Yeah, big game. We got to check on that still. The Raiders and the Ramblers. Kerfoot's got it. It's it over to Hilly. His drive is up and good. First 2 points for Hilly tonight.
Nice play out of the timeout.
Novak had it, got it down to Souls. He tries to get around Jake Moore. Gets it out to McShannock. Shannock stuck in the corner, picking up his dribble. Finally gets it to Novak. Novak sizes up Flutie, gets it out to McShannock again, sets up a screen. Bat top of the key over to Novak once again. Souls will take it again down in the corner. Another handoff to Novak. He looks to drive, tried to get the bounce pass into Cousins, and we're going to get a pushing foul on the Elks.
This zone defense has given this Harvard team a lot of trouble. They're just finding a hard time to get the openings, and those openings close real quick.
Yeah, your issue is, though, you got to be careful with your zone, because if you pack it in too much and don't rotate properly, you get left with wide open threes where you've had somebody make 2 in a row. So you got to make sure that you're rotating properly and keeping your spacing, too. It's not just protecting the paint. Shannock's going to drive. Good help by Flutie. Able to get out of it. Nice job by Elk Rapids. Harbor not able to even look at the basket and get shot off. And we get to the end of period number 1 with the score. The Elk Rapids Elks 14 and the Harbor Springs Rams 6. We will take a break and come back in just a minute. You are watching high school basketball broadcast on Next Level Broadcasting and simulcast on Elk Rapids Athletics, I believe also. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back in just a minute.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws,
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
and of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
And we're back. Elk Rapids High School started the second period, 14-6. Elk Rapids. Ball headed the other way once again.
Well,
So you got to watch out for that. I think that's Flutie's second. So you got to watch out for foul trouble, as you have Flutie with 2 and Drew Plum with 2. But you got to be careful. A lot of these trying to set up back screens and whatever. Obviously, the officials are keeping an eye on that. So you got to make sure you're set and make sure that the person wanting that screen is taking the time to get it set up too. Cousins, nice post move down, goes up between 2 Elks, and he'll get a foul and shoot a pair.
Yeah, I mean, after those 2 threes, I mean, the paint has just been absolutely closed off. That zone defense, you mentioned they got to, look around to find us. Actually, I see Mason Cannon sitting at the scorer's table, rubbing that ankle around a little bit. Looks like he's going to get out here, but maybe playing through a little bit of pain.
Yeah, we were talking about where you've watched Mason Cannon lately. Kind of gotten hot from the outside, especially three-point range. Nothing from him yet tonight. He got an inadvertent horn.
All right.
And it looks like they're going to let him play. 0 for 2 from the line, and away we go.
Cousins, I think, would like to reshoot that one, but
or 1 for 2 from the line. There we go. And talk about not making anything, and he just turns around and says, hey, watch me drain this.
yeah, I mean, his shot earlier in the pre-26, he was not shooting at a good clip, and he has been working on that in the gym. It's been fun to watch.
Ooh, nice floater in the middle by Novak for 2 points. 8 of the 9 points for Harbor Springs, courtesy of Ryan Novak. Yeah, it was Mason's first 3. He had a 2 in the first period.
I think we might know what the adjustment Elk Rapids defense needs to make. Just where's number 1?
Kerfoot's 3-pointer is no good. McShannock will get the rebound for Harbor and bring it up the middle. Picks up his dribble, get caught in no man's land. He does get it to Novak, though, as he drives, tries to get the scooper over the rim. It is short. Almost received by Jake Moore. Tipped by McShannock. He gets it back again. 3-pointer misses everything. And we're going to get a pushing foul by Cousins on a Rams.
Yeah, and that corner 3 shot I've seen him make at a pretty good rate. So I don't think those air balls are going to last for long, but 2 to start for him, definitely uncharacteristic.
Stanfest brings it across. Starts the offense by getting it to Cannon on the right side. Over to Kerfoot. Up top to Hilly. Then Jake Moore back to Stanfest again. Kerfoot now with it. Cannon now with it. Jake Moore once again. Able to keep possession. You hear him re-grip that ball, Jared?
Yeah,
Kerfoot on the
echoed.
drive, kick out the Cannon. Three-pointer up. And good. Say something, and now he's 2 for 2 from three-point land. 6 quick points for that young man, and away we go back the other way.
Oh, yeah, we might see a heat check here soon. After that
Yeah,
second one
that's right.
falls,
He's
starts
crossed
to
half
feel
court, and away
himself.
we go. Yep. McShannock. Shot in the paint, no good. Rebound to Stanfest. He looks up court. He's got Kerfoot. Is he able to save it? Tipped around by a couple of players, saved by the Elks up to Stanfest. He'll drive the paint, knocked loose, knocked out by Stanfest, and the Rams will get possession.
Well, those deep heat checks, Steph Curry has made a lot of coaches very upset.
Yeah.
Making that popular.
Cousins gets it. Got it to Arsinski. Travel. Turnover to the Elks. Two minutes to go in the first half in Charlevoix. The Raiders 28-14 all over the Boyne City Ramblers currently.
Wow.
Hilly's three-pointer no good off the rim. Rebound Arsinski gets it to Souls, back to Novak, and he'll bring it up. Surprised by that score?
I'm extremely. I honestly am a little at a loss for words.
Okay. We'll check in again later. Souls will take it from the left side, drives up off the glass, no good, bounces around the rim. One of each going to fight around with it. Cousins will receive it in the end, and he'll go up and get an easy two. As Stanvest is kind of waiting to see if the ref is going to call something.
Yeah, physical play there, and you could, football
I didn't hear
player
a whistle.
move.
You got to keep going.
Absolutely.
Stanfest stops at the free throw line, kicks it out to Kerfoot. His three-pointer is up, no good. Rebound to Cannon, up off the glass real quick. Two more for him. 22-11, little over 4 minutes to go in a half. Souls kick out to the corner to McShannock. He'll drive up, get into the grill of Jake Moore. Nothing happening with there. We're going to get a bump off the rebound of Kerfoot, and we'll get a foul of McShannock.
Yeah, and I think Kerfoot did a good job selling that a little bit and getting the foul call. Savvy play there.
First period, about a minute and a half to go. Girls basketball in East Jordan. The Lady Snowbirds of Gaylord St. Mary, 17-0 all over East Jordan early. Could be an early night in the Valley.
They are truly a force, those Snowbirds.
Mason Cannon over to Hilly. Plum had it, gets it to Jake Moore. Shot from the left elbow is good. Nice looking shot by that young man.
Yeah, Jake Moore has slowly kind of become one of my favorite players, Eric. Just one of those do-it-all guys that might not get, the flashy plays, but just in the right spots, great box out, great rebounder, and he's got a pretty good post game too.
Yeah. Mason Cannon will get his first foul, pretty much piggybacking him all the way up the court. Inbounds, Souls, you're going to get another push from behind. Yeah, I love the aggressiveness, but man, you got to keep your spacing and know when to get close.
Yeah, there's a difference between, targeted aggressiveness and just playing,
Yeah, and so now you got to be careful because you're at 4 fouls with 3:30 left to go, and the last thing you need with a team that's down is the clock stopped and shooting free throws.
Yeah, you don't want to get any of those shooters, like especially McShannock, who's not played so good so in this first half. You don't want to foul. You don't want to get him going from the free throw line.
Nice back cut to McShannock as he mentions his name, and he appears on the scoreboard, his first 2 of the night.
Well, it's a good thing for the Rams. They need to get him going to chip away at this lead.
Cole Graham going to get caught traveling, pack his bags, headed the other way.
3 travels in this game. A little uncharacteristic for the Elks. It's a pretty disciplined team.
Novak starts the offense. Arsinski had it, now Souls. Fake off the screen, drive up the middle. Shot off the rim, almost saved by McShannock, out of bounds to Elk Rapids, as we'll get Tyler Stanfest back in and give Hilly a break. 2:52 left to go in a half. Standfest with it. Starts the offense. Jake Moore, top of the key. Plum to Standfest. Up to Cannon. Over to Graham. Then to Plum. Then to Cannon. Then to Standfest. Ball movement. Fast and furious. Kick out to Graham. The three-pointer is up off the rim. Rebound to Cousins. Ooh, that was a hard landing. Make sure everyone's okay. Looks like it. Looks like we're going to foul off the rebound possibly. Yep, we're going to push off the rebound. Grant Arsinski with his first foul. And, you know, if you people out there in next level world are Michigan State fans, and you're pretty used to seeing stuff like this. Michigan State currently losing to Northwestern 35-29 early on in the second half.
Jake Moore throwing up a wild shot there.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Beautiful cuts.
Nice take up. And a good two-pointer by Arsinski. Turn around and another nice quick two by Drew Plum. I keep trying to look at my screen. I got to keep up with the points that are being scored. Here we go. Novak Souls. Novak off the screen, driving the baseline. Tried to rise above Jake Moore. Jake Moore just kind of stood there. Yeah, Novak's not the tallest person in the world. Easy block for Jake.
Yeah, and I've noticed Elks have moved away from the zone and going back to man.
Novak's got it. Over to McShannock. Arsinski dumps it down to Souls. Tried to get it to him. Knocked away by Jake Moore. Recovered by Cousins, and his shot is good.
Nice little spin there. He's got a nice little post game there himself. Him and Jake Moore could probably teach each other a few things.
5 points for him this period. Standfest. Off the screen of Jake Moore, and they're going to get him for raising his leg and kind of setting up that screen by putting his leg in the wrong spot. You know, it's up to that. You've got to set yourself, and then that ball handler's got to rub off of you. You can't move your body into that person when they're coming around.
Yeah, that's an easy call for the refs.
First foul for Moore. McShannock to Cousins. Novak. Down to Arsinski, and we're going to get a foul as he's going up. Give that young fellow a couple at the line.
Yeah, and even if that wasn't on a shooting foul, they were in the bonus. So for the rest of the 53 seconds we got left on the game clock.
Yeah, and again, after the start of this game, you didn't know if the Elks were just going to run away and hide with this game, as you've got it at 9 points right now. Good job by Harbor Springs, staying the course and getting us under 10 points.
Yeah, I've definitely been impressed. They took that full timeout about 3 minutes into the first quarter, and I think that was an important timeout.
Yeah, I mean, it was quickly 10-0, and then all of a sudden things just started evening out a little bit. Free throw good. Standfest at the short corner. Graham gets it stolen by Novak. Novak going to try to split two. No, he gets around Plum. Tries to float it up. Nice floater off the glass. Man, what a tough shot.
Yeah, he took that 2-on-1 and said, I'll do it by myself.
Standfest, they may be content. I don't know if they're going to go for the last shot or if they're playing 4 shots. Plum on the drive, knocked away. Arsinski with it, and Novak will bring it up to court. 17 seconds left to go in a half.
Oh, off the toe.
Yep. Good hustle, and almost got a steal there by Graham. It'll stay with the Rams. 12 seconds left.
Yeah, I am surprised they didn't whittle that 30 seconds left to take the last shot, kind of go up with a guaranteeing that weren't going to get any more, and now they got to have a defensive stand.
Souls on the inbounds, no good. Rebound, knocked off by Cannon, and we got a foul called.
Yeah, thankfully for the Rams, not in bonus yet. One more away. I mean, unless something crazy happens in 7 seconds.
Second foul on Thaddeus Cousins. Stanfest will get it across. 5 seconds to go. Loses the handle. Cousins and McShannock looks it up, gets the shot off in time. Off the glass and the rim, no good. And we are at halftime here at the Elk Rapids Athletic Complex. The score, Elk Rapids 26 and Harbor Springs 20. We'll be back for the TVC Cherry Capital Airport halftime show after we take a break for a few minutes and pay a few bills. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll be back shortly. You're watching high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting. We'll be back in just a few. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
With unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more. The Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehouseCharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
I got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what's black, white, and dented all over?
I give up.
The company truck? Yeah, it's bad. But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, auto owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's halftime here in Elk Rapids. Thank you for joining us on Next Level Broadcasting. It's the TVC Cherry Capital Airport halftime show. You know, it's time to get away to your dream destination, Jared. Like many, that means flying into Northern Michigan. Whether you're looking to fly in or out of Northern Michigan this fall, look to fly, then take to the sky with TVC Cherry Capital Airport. Cherry Capital Airport is your best gateway to the world, offering services from Allegiant, American, Delta, Sun Country, and United Airlines. Visit tvcairport.com for up-to-the-minute flight schedules and to book your next getaway today. I'll be using TVC at the end of this month.
I will be in the middle of next month, actually.
Nice. Yeah, a couple-day trip down to Chicago, do a little buying trip. Instead of going to Atlanta this year, we're going to spend a couple days in Chicago and see a couple things.
Oh, yeah, I haven't been to Chicago in a while. I think last time I was there, I was watching Zach LaVine play on the Bulls.
Nice. Nice. Again, it is halftime here, 26-20. The Elks lead over Harbor Springs. And again, we talked just before halftime, Jerry. We didn't know if it was going to be a short game here tonight as the Elks jumped out with a lot of energy and intensity and got out quick 10-0. And then coach for Harbor called a timeout, kind of gathered the troops back together, got them settled down, and slowly started making their way back to where we've now got them clawed back into a 6-point game here at halftime.
Yeah, one of the things that I've noticed for the Elks is when they're in rhythm, passing the ball, they know where the balls are going to be, people are cutting. They're one of the best teams I've watched all year. They don't miss. They got a lot of good shooters that can hit those 3 shots. They got a lot of good guys that can finish under the rim. But then they kind of, I think, get comfortable. Those plays, designs, defense starts to figure them out, and then they kind of get lost. And what you'll see a lot is Tyler Stanfest will kind of dribble the ball a lot, play a lot of iso ball. And he kind of will be very ball dominant. The ball doesn't move as much, and then scoring stops as much. And then you start seeing the team start to catch up. And we didn't see fully that, but you're starting to see it go as that time went on. And, well, I want to give a credit. I'm sure most people have been Ryan Novak. I mean, he has been the engine in this Ram motor. Him and Thaddeus Cousins has also played.
He may the smallest one on the court, but man, he's the biggest one in stature out there tonight too. I'll quickly go over the scoring for him as Ryan Novak leads, tied with leading all scorers right now at halftime at 10 points. Ben McShannock with 2, Grant Hersinski with 3, and Thaddeus Cousins with 5 to round it out for your Harbor Springs Rams going into halftime. And for Elk Rapids, Cameron Kerfoot with 4, Stanfest with 4, Plum with 2, Hilly with 2, Mason Cannon again with 10 points, along with Ryan Novak to lead all scorers so far, and Jake Moore rounds it out for the Elks with 4 points going into halftime. We got a couple other games we want to check up on as well. It is halftime in Charlevoix with one of the battles of Lake Charlevoix going on, and surprisingly enough, the Raiders lead the Boyne City Ramblers 30-20 at halftime, Jared.
Yeah, well, and you were at the game against Kingsley a couple days ago, and I'm pretty sure the final points for them was 31 points. So, I mean, they're already, and I would say Kingsley is a little bit worse of a team than Boyne City. Boyne City's played, quite frankly, they've been a little disappointing this season. I watched them play East Jordan earlier, and that's another one of those Lake Charlevoix battles, and they look like a team to be reckoned with, beating East Jordan by 10 points. And other than that one loss, East Jordan has pretty much dominated every other game. So you're thinking, okay, these Ramblers are legit, and Raiders have been struggling. But, those bad blood rivalries, they bring out the best, and I think that's what we're seeing right now with that 10-point lead.
Absolutely. A couple other games going on. Michigan State, number 12 Michigan State taking on Northwestern. They were losing a few minutes ago. I'll check in on that again in a little bit. But also quickly check in on the college football playoff just getting underway I think a minute or two ago, as it's tied still at 0-0 again, just getting underway in the first period of that. So we'll check in throughout the rest of the night. We are going to step aside. We got a couple minutes left for a we start third period here. We thank you again for joining us for the TVC halftime show. You are watching high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting, simulcast on nextlevelbroadcasting.net, and also on Elk Rapids Athletics. Say that 5 times fast. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
With unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more. The Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Perfect timing as we're back for the start of the third period. Thank you for joining us again. Eric Hupp and Jared Stamen, Isaac Dunson giving you the action here at Elk Rapids. Novak has it start third period for Harbor Springs. Three-pointer up, off the rim. Rebound to Cousins. Nice strong rebound. We'll get a foul on the floor.
Yeah, going up there and drawing the foul as well. It's a great start for the Rams. Only 15 to 16 seconds.
Novak to Souls, down to Cousins. Again, up strong and rolls around and goes in.
Well, we've got ourselves a ball game, Eric.
Yeah, we do. Might as well start her over, and away we go again. Mason Cannon with the ball over to Stanfest. Jake Moore tipped by Novak out of bounds, should stay at this end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, as we mentioned in halftime, that first quarter, it was like, uh-oh, we might have a running clock here before we know it. And
and
now the lead is very much so in grasp for the Rams.
Moore off the inbounds. Nice strong move, and up with the left hand and in for two. Nice reverse lefty by him. Rapids trying to get some of that energy back up with some pressure. Steal again up to Stanfest. Looks like and they're going to give him the bucket and one. Man, it looked like he was more worried about the contact and trying to finish, but he gets the bucket to go in, gets the foul, and going to shoot one more.
Yeah, for Novak there, if you're going to foul him, you just got to you can't let him score at all. Stanfest is one of those guys pretty good from the free throw line and pretty good at finishing under the rim as well, especially these last couple games.
(31-22) just underway here in the third. Pressure by the Elks. Novak's got it, gets it across to McShannock. Cousins will get the loose ball over to Novak. Klaus down, back to Novak, over to Souls. McShannock now with it. Cousins at the free throw line. And good save by Klaus with a steal by Stanfest. No help coming. Will he make the right decision? And another take around with the Euro step and a bucket and one.
Making it look easy out there. There's a reason we talk highly about Stanfest, his ability to turn it on. You know, he's a kind of plays the 3-4 size-wise, but he plays the point. You know, like he can guard anyone on the floor. He's just a modern basketball player.
We're going to get a timeout before the free throw by Harbor Springs. Probably a good cause. You're getting a small run by Elk Rapids, and this thing you don't want another 10-0 run to start a half and then have to claw your way back like you had to in the first half. Hey, all of you in Next Level World, keep up with everything Next Level on social media. Look us up on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube for updates and event announcements. It's the best way to stay up to date with everything Next Level Broadcasting. Also, I'd like to thank Brothers Tree Service. Brothers Tree Service has been providing exceptional service in Northern Michigan since 2005. And this year, they're celebrating 20 years of tree and plant care. So the next time you are in need of a tree, see what Brothers Tree Service can do for you online at brotherstreeservice.net. One free throw for Stanfest.
Maybe also trying to ice him on the timeout. A little, get your troops together and ice a good shooter.
Off the front, rebound to Novak. road along the sideline, waiting to see what kind of call they're going to make. The officials are going to look at each other, make a decision, and they'll go out of bounds to Elk Rapids. That'll bring Coach off the bench for a second.
Yeah, and the referee kind of not really giving him, oh, there he goes. He was kind of just letting him talk and blow off to some steam, but oh, and it looks like he might have said something a little bit, glad we don't have mics down there, Eric.
We got a technical foul on the head coach for Harbor Springs. Something was either said, gestured, whatnot. Who knows? Kerfoot's first technical foul is good. Second one in, 35-22, 13-point lead with 6:27 left to go in the third. Well, it took till about 10:47 left to go in the game. Michigan State has its first lead of the game, 46-45.
Oh, there they go. They just like to play with their food, I guess, maybe a little bit, or something.
They do love to play around. Ooh, fake out and drive up the middle is going to get him another foul. I was just about to say before the technical happened is what you need to do now for Elk Rapids as you're getting drives into the paint is you've got Novak out there with 3 fouls, probably your main cog in the Harbor wheel.
Absolutely.
And you should be going at him, trying to get him on the bench for as long as possible. As you now have Thaddeus Cousins with 3 fouls.
Yeah, in the game last night, East George versus Inland Lakes, something like that was happening with Inland Lakes. Their best player, Mason Green, a lot of fouls, sitting on the bench more than he was playing, and it was hurting the team bad.
Yeah, so you got to be aware where they are. Either rotate your offense to wherever they are, or get some one-on-ones, or get them caught in some type of pick and roll too. One of 2 this trip. Rebound tipped from Cannon back to Stanfest. Finds the kick out to Kerfoot. He shuffles his feet, and they'll call him for a travel, and we'll go the other way.
Well, if my mental math is right, they're sitting at 10 points in 2 minutes. The Elks, they have came out on fire, looking like the first quarter all over again.
Souls has it to Kloss at the 3-point line. Back to Souls. Sized up by Cannon. He gets it to Novak. Novak around the screen, off the glass, off the high glass, almost gets it to go in. Standfast gets the rebound, brings it up. Kick out to Kerfoot, 3-pointer off the rim, rebound to Standfast. Look off and drive up the baseline. Couple of attempts blocked and knocked away. Possession will stay at this end.
Yeah, there was 2 Elks wide open under the rim, but I think Standfast starting to feel himself, trying to, maybe put up a career high.
Ball again knocked out of the hands of Cannon. Stay here with the Elks. Jimmy Calden sub in for the Rams. Give Mr. Wes Kloss a break. Inbounds in the corner to Foot over the top. Oh, almost tried to get it to Jake Moore. He will run it down. Get it stand fast, and they will regroup and reset. Over to Hilly. Kerfoot top of the key. Stand fast on the left side. Jake Moore just outside the left block. Around the rim, no good. Rebound to Souls. Knocked out with the back tap by Standfast. He's got no one in front of him. Watches Novak fly by and gets an easy 2 points.
Yeah, they've been making them pay on their aggressive jumping.
Yeah, you get those nice quick shot fakes as Novak goes up the other end. Don't celebrate too much, or that little one will burn you really quick. Nice take by Novak. Souls in the double team. Gets it to Novak. McShannock tips it to Souls. Yeah. Fake the pass while he was up in the air. Yeah.
not
it
a
does what
recipe for
happened. Yeah, it
success.
happens. Just under 2 minutes ago in Charlevoix, the Raiders lead the Boyne City Ramblers 43-29, and we'll get a 30-second timeout by the Elks. So we'll just keep it right here.
Yeah, Eric, I've been wondering, you yourself, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
Played your basketball high school career for Harbor Springs, so the Rams.
Yeah, I'm from Harbor Springs.
And, you were more of an undersized guard yourself. Do you see any
appreciate it.
familiarity in Ryan Novak?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you've gotta push your stature around there whenever you can.
Right.
Yeah, I do have one memory though. I think we were playing a Lansing one time, and you can tell me I'm about 65 or buck 65 or something like that right now. So I'm at the free throw line or lined up for a free throw down next to the block, and I've got this 6'2", probably 200-pound guy or so next to me, and I block him out so much that they called a foul on me. So I actually thought that was part of a positive for being aggressive with that. But Mason Cannon down to Kerfoot, up in the glass and in. McShannock on the drive off the glass. He will get an and one after a beautiful shot.
Yeah, someone he's just had a little bit of an off night. Maybe this free throw and one opportunity is going to get his engine going, and Novak can get a little bit of help.
Second foul on Jake Moore. McShannock's extra free throw is in and good. Get a sub off the make. Wes Klaus going to come back in. 13-point lead for Elk Rapids, just under 4 minutes to go in the third.
And Stanfist will take a seat for the Elks.
Plum will run the offense for the Elks. Gets it to Cannon. Cannon sizes up a three. It's up off the rim and off the backboard and the furniture and everything else, and it'll go the other way.
I couldn't decide what it wanted to do there.
Ben McShannock's got it. Aaron Souls, spin in the paint, rises up off the front of the rim. Kerfoot with the rebound. Kick out the Cannon. He'll try another three. Hits both parts of the rim, front and back. Rebound and a scrum on the floor, and we'll get a jump ball. Help everybody up, pat him on the back.
Yeah, he's one of those shooters that's kind of like two makes, two misses, two makes, two misses. He's a very rhythm shooter.
Colin Shockley, check back in for Elk Rapids.
Oh, and an update on the semifinal game. Miami, first points of the game.
Okay.
Field goal's good.
So the current score is?
3-0.
3-0 on a field goal. Cameron Kerfoot's three-pointer is good. Knocked away and a steal by Kerfoot. Down to Plum. And we're going to get a foul on the reach-in, probably on Novak. And that it is Novak. That would be his fourth with a period and 3 minutes to go. Ooh. Third. Boy, I must have missed one. Or I gave him an extra one.
Well, I'm sure that's good news for the Rams fans.
I guess so. Yeah, my bad. Shockley to Hilly. Bounce past Kerfoot, and his drive, no good. Rebound will get a jump ball. Possession will go to Harbor Springs. Jimmy Keldon checking back in for Harbor.
Yeah, Colin Shockley, he doesn't play a lot of minutes, but when he gets this opportunity, he plays it to the most. As you're seeing him, they were fighting for the ball and getting the jump ball opportunity. Something coach will definitely see.
Novak almost lost his footing there. Shannock will get it to Souls. Yeah, too much banging around down there with the two guys next to him.
Yeah, the way that Novak's been running, I think he might be wearing out those shoes. Seems like he's got infinite stamina out there. He's a full sprint from the first minute to the almost to the fourth.
Souls gets the shoot until you make it drill for his first two of the night.
Nice being tall.
Plum hurries it down, gets it to Hilly. Tried to get it down to Shockley. Turnover to Harbor. Up the court quickly. Arsinski to Souls. To Novak. His three-pointer is up off the front of the rim. Rebound to Plum. Quick up to Hilly. Up amongst the trees. It gets knocked away. Loose ball on the floor. Bodies are everywhere, and we will get a foul called.
It was hard to see what was going on in that pile. I'm not sure exactly what they thought. It looks like it's going to be on Mashanik, and he kind of threw his hands up a little bit like, what? What do I do?
And that puts them over the limit.
And, yeah, if you're going to foul someone, you do not want it to be Kerfoot.
First one is in.
As he's 3 for 3 from the field goal line, free throw line, and I don't know if they've touched the rim at all on any of those three.
Second one also good. 45-29. Elk Rapids. Foul on a drive, ball out underneath. Braden Flutie with that foul. And that must have been where I screwed up with my fouls. I had him at 3, and he actually has 4, so that's where I messed up with my fouls earlier. McShannock with it on the left wing. With the spin, and we're going to get a foul off that spin. You're going to have probably Drew Plum hitting him on the way around. Yep.
Well, and they better be careful. Too quick. Oh, that's actually.
So now you've got 4 fouls on Plum as well, too. So you're going to see Standfest off the bench, at least.
And both teams in the bonus for the next minute 47.
Shannock's first free throw is in. Wayne City Ramblers making a comeback.
Oh,
47-40 in the fourth period.
Oh. Cut the lead in half.
McShannock's second one also good. Wes Kloss checking back in. Give Kellen a break. Yeah, got a good one brewing in Charlevoix now.
Yeah, I think we both maybe in our gut knew that Boyne City was not going to go down without a fight.
Yeah, we may just have to increase that screen so we keep an eye on that one. Standfast, Jake Moore on the right elbow. Down to Standfast, nice spin. Couple shot fakes. It's up, no good, but he'll shoot a pair at least.
He's looking for his third and one of the quarter there, Eric. He has been very good drawing the fouls.
Yeah, good job by him driving as I'm running out of room in the third quarter spot for him because of the free throw circles that I've been employing in here.
Well, I'm sure that he wishes that was every quarter.
Yeah. First one bounces off.
And, you know, earlier in this, the first minute or two of this quarter, it was a 4-point game, Eric, and we're about to be sitting potentially at 15 points. It has been all Elks.
Yeah, Elks kind of, as it got really quiet in here. No good on that, but it stays out of bounds for Elk Rapids off the rebound. Yeah, it just kind of then all of a sudden they got intense and physical, kind of like they started the game and blew this lead back up. Moore loses the handle and his footing. Novak's got it to McShannock. Back to Novak. Over to Souls. Up to Kloss. The C's part. His layup's no good. Kerfoot gets it up quickly to Hilly. Ooh, tried to skip pass through traffic. Through the lucky hands of Jake Moore, but his shot's no good. Rebound Arsinski, and Souls will bring it up. Novak on the right side. Looking to jump stop between two, and man, what a tough shot from a tough player.
And he is really talented under the glass. He's definitely practiced those a few times, I'd say.
Braden Flutie gets it over to Hilly. Kerfoot. Standfest surveys, gets it to Jake Moore in the corner. Skips it to Flutie, down to Kerfoot. In amongst the group of Rams there. Eventually gets to Hilly, three-pointer misses everything. Rebound to Harbor. and Novak's got it on the left side.
Yeah,
his three-pointer is up. Put a hand in his face. He's got range. Flutie with the rebound. Under 10 to go. He gets it to the three-point line. Skip pass to Hilly. He'll drive. Hesitation. Up off the glass and in. Good bucket, and he'll shoot one.
Good job by Hilly.
And patience with the time running down.
He didn't let the clock stress him out too much. Just got to his spot, made the correct play, and he's getting rewarded.
Free throw from Hilly. Up and in. Inbounds. Shot will fall short after 3 periods of play. Elk Rapids Elks lead the Harbor Springs Rams 48-33. We will take a break and come back for the 4th period. You are watching high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting, simulcast on nextlevelbroadcasting.net.
With unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more. The Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehouseCharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
I don't need. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Elk Rapids High School Athletic Complex. Start of the 4th period, 48-33. The Elks lead the Harbor Springs Rams. Tyler Stanfest will start it up and start this 4th period for Elk Rapids. He'll get it over to Hilly, up the top to Jake Moore, back over to Stanfest on the right side. Three-pointer up and good.
How many points does Stanfest have in that?
Yeah, I'll get you an update on that here in a minute. Novak to Kellnan, back up to Novak. He'll drive in the paint, tries to scoop it up there. He'll at least gonna shoot a pair, good strong move, and get a foul out of it.
I believe this is Novak's first trip to the line, which is...
It is his first trip to the line.
A little surprising because he's been in the paint all game, and definitely maybe he might think there'd be a missed call or two. Nothing that comes to mind immediately, but just when you're in the paint all game and you don't shoot your first free throws of the 4th quarter, it'd be a little frustrating.
Second one is in for Novak. 5:22 left to go in the Big Ten. Michigan State with a 59-52 lead over Northwestern. Whoo, nail biter. Kerfoot gonna drive, dump down to Jake Moore, collects himself up off the glass and in for 2.
And Jake Moore finds a spot, finishes strong.
Ben McShannock, his three-pointer is off the front of the rim. Rebound, Kellnan up to Souls, over to Novak, and we're gonna get a push from behind on Hilly.
Yeah, Hilly comes in and plays good aggressive minutes. I mean, he's not one of the guys who would maybe jump out on the stat sheet, but he's definitely a nuisance, and I think a lot of teams do not like playing against him, and it's nice having a guy like that in your squad.
Ryan Novak, the left elbow, kicks it out to Souls. McShannock again in the right corner. Kellnan to Souls once again. Trying to find Souls down at the block. He gets it to him. Nothing doing, so he looks to get rid of it. He gets it to Cousins. Novak trying to come off of that screen. He'll back off and kind of reset, dump it down to Cousins. One power dribble up and in for 2.
Well, it's funny. I was thinking to myself, Cousins has been pretty quiet in this second half, and that was a big help with those 5 points in the first. Need him to get going if they want to start chipping away at this lead.
Almost halftime in East Jordan. The Lady Red Devils are being run over by the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds. It is currently 40-3, just short of halftime. That'll probably be our last check-in for the night.
I mean, not enough good words can be said about that program. They are
Well, yeah, you've got
elite.
some good players. You got Peyton Glasby scoring her 1,000th point earlier on this season, too. So, yeah, another good year for the Lady Snowbirds on the way. Cameron Kerfoot to Hilly. Rebound by Jake Moore. Nice off. The kiss is off the glass, is good for 2.
And that's a horse. He just went up there and mossed him.
Yeah, it was a man point there. Souls with the spin. Rebound, Jake Moore. Kerfoot, Stanfest. And he'll bounce her across. You're going to get kickball. Possession will stay here.
Charlevoix game still close. Is what they've got.
Yeah, a little over 3 minutes to go. 6-point game. Charlevoix still leads.
That'd be a big win for those Raiders.
Hilly with the spin. Nice dump down to Jake Moore. Just thought he might, yeah. What he needed to do was go right up with that or just do a quick shot fake and go right up through that traffic. Instead, he shuffled his feet, and the Rams will get it back.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that might be the 5th travel for Elk Rapids. Definitely a season high from what I've seen.
Ben Shannock's got it for Harbor. Thaddeus Cousins. Brady Gallagher. Ryan Novak sizing up Cameron Kerfoot. Going to drive against him. Rise up. Shot no good. Rebound to Mason Cannon. Out to Hilly, and they're on the roll early. Whoa. Little OOC out of control syndrome, but Jake Moore comes up with the ball and still finishes for 2 points. 6 points for him in this quarter alone.
I think he's been watching some Kyrie Irving highlights with that shot.
Yeah, but I've seen Kyrie make that.
Yeah.
Gallagher thought about the Curry 3.
That's from any point in the court.
Yeah, right. Souls, nice drive. Shot no good. Cannon on a rebound. Stanfest surveying the court. Bounce pass to Hilly. Nice easy shot off the glass. 2 more points for him. Quickly up the court to McShannock is Novak. Thought about a 3. They'll work the ball around. Souls will get it back up to Novak. Down to Cousins. Kicks it out. The 3 by Gallagher is up. No good. Tipped away by Stanfest. McShannock ends up getting it, and he will shoot 3. It looks like he sold enough of that one. Well, the young man is going to shoot 3 free throws.
Well, if we're saying with their NBA references, a little James Harden there.
First foul on Tyler Stanfest tonight.
Well, somebody from Miami football is in the blue tent, and they keep showing it, so might be somebody important. And I don't see number 10, Malachi Toney, out there from the top of from just a quick look, and that would be a huge blow.
We'll keep you informed, ladies and gentlemen, as we have a 1-point game now in Charlevoix.
Oh, boy.
Timeout with 1:29 to go. 49-48, the Raiders lead over Boyne City. 59-36 here. Elk Rapids leading with 3:50 to go.
McShannock's off night just continues. This is a game he'd probably like to put in the back of his head.
Stanfest out to Plum. His shot misses everything. Rebound back to Stanfest. Behind the back, up the top, Kerfoot. Down to Jake Moore. And the layup was open for 2 more for him. Ryan Novak. Gallagher. Souls. Yeah, it's an easy foul. Can't push from behind. Be second foul on Stanfest. 4 fouls for the Elks.
Big bucket by Charlevoix. They just threw a whole half-court, almost a full-court pass. Talon Jacobs sneaking behind the defense.
We got a timeout here with 3:19 to go. I think we'll just keep it right here, Jared. Is there something that you think, what could Harbor do come out of this timeout? And coach has called a couple of timeouts before they've come out and changed some things up and actually built some momentum and done some things well coming out of these timeouts. I don't know if they can come back now, but what can they do to improve from where they're at right now?
Well, just get better looks and play clean basketball. At this point, you're kind of playing for the next game and getting some rhythm down. And one thing that they have done that has looked good, just hasn't really produced for them, is Sells. He's gotten to a spot multiple times, made a lot of good moves in the post. He just hasn't been able to finish at the rate that I know he would like to. But he's had a lot of good looks, and I think another game that's something to build on and build his confidence.
Souls right now has it at the top of the key. He'll hand off to Novak. He'll back it up, and they'll reset. 3 minutes now left to go in the game. Souls going to size up Plum. We got it back up to Novak. He'll shoot the long distance three. No good. Rebound to Cousins. And we get a foul after the rebound. Looks like it'd probably be on Colin Shockley.
Yeah, and another thing is, I think Thaddeus Young needs to be a little bit more involved.
Cousins.
Oh, gosh, I knew I was going to do it. I was trying so hard.
I think we did that. I think we were doing the football game in Harbor Springs, and I think you did the exact same thing that night, too.
Unfortunately, I did. And I was trying my best to remember it right, and, well, I got bested.
It's all right. I'm like Thaddeus Young. What's wrong with that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't be upset with that comparison. I'd say he did well for himself.
Second one, no good. Rebound, Shockley. Kerfoot with it. Stanfest. Graham has it, and you get a foul on the drive towards the elbow.
Eric, you asked me my opinion, but, I'd say your opinion as a coach of a few decades.
Yes, sir.
What do you see from them? Here's your thoughts.
Yeah, as we get Kerfoot with the drive. Yeah, I'll get back to that in a second. Shockley on the drive in the paint. I think we're going to travel out of that. Yep, one too many steps as he's trying to do something driving in the paint. For Harbor, I almost would have done the same thing like what Elk Rapids was doing. They are fast enough and capable enough. They do know how to run the floor, and with their screens and back passing and whatever, I think they could have put some more pressure on and just try to see, okay, who's in better shape tonight, and just get in a track match. But what happened is you got caught up in too much of the Elk Rapids pressure to start the game, and within the first 3 or 4 minutes of the third period, it's kind of been the difference of the night. And then just kind of wearing Harbor down as we're getting into the fourth period here.
Well, and as we've been talking about the Michigan State, I just got a little notification on my phone. That pretty athletic guy, Cohen Carr. He's known for a couple cool things. He had
Flight 55.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's the first time I've heard that. Apparently, he had a pretty nice, crazy windmill dunk, according to ESPN. So,
nice.
Hey, folks out there wanting to see some fun basketball play, I'd say go check that one out.
Yeah, a little over 2 minutes left to go. They're only up 3 points right now, so it's anybody's game in Big Ten land down there in East Lansing. I'll try to get you another update. That barn burner and close game now going on up in Charlevoix. Less than a minute to go. 38 seconds left to go, and the Raiders have a 3-point lead. Boyne City with the ball.
This is where history could be made. Big 3-pointer at the end of the game. This is where you could go down in history, infamously or famously.
Yeah, Jared, there's always help wanted when it comes to high school game officials. Every year, over 1,000 new officials are needed. Officiating is a great way to stay in shape, stay close to the game, earn extra money, and so much more. Signing up is easy. To become a registered high school game official, log on to mhsaa.com. I did my part. I reffed soccer for a while.
Yeah.
So yes.
Good cardio.
Excuse me?
Good cardio.
Great cardio, yeah. Oh, sometimes too much cardio. My knees weren't fans of me after some of those. Especially you get some of those like up in Petoskey, you get the fall brawl and whatnot, where you get these weekend things and you're doing 8 or 9 games a day for a couple of days. Yeah, it really can wear on you. So it's always nice to have as many officials as possible for whatever is going on. We'll have a wonderful showcase going on in Traverse City sometime in February where we've got 5 games going on in one day down there. You know, you can't just have one team of officials there because they're going to get wore out. And all of a sudden, you know, I think, okay, their 5th game, they're probably not going to be making the right calls because they're not going to be seeing the same after even 2 games possibly. So it's always nice to have as many officials as possible for every sport. And again, what a great way, not just to earn a little bit extra money, but man, instead of being up in the mezzanine here with us, you can be right down on the court watching all the action and being a part of your favorite game.
Yeah. And, you know, for that tournament, I believe it is February 14th and 15th that weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's always a fun day. We usually start the games, I think about 11 a.m. or so. And I think the last one starts at about 7 p.m. that day. And, again, 5 games you have to check out on Next Level Broadcasting. Again, the list of the games, we'll have that posted at some point. And make sure you check that out if you can't make it down there for any of that. We usually have some teams not just from this area, but you get some teams from downstate as well. And sometimes at UP. We had Marquette there. We had Jackson Lumen Christi there last year.
Oh.
So plus you also had TC West, a nice local team coming in there to play a game as well. So again, yeah, it's always fun to check out. If you love high school basketball, that's always a fun event to check out.
Yeah, and in case you folks are wondering what the pause in the game is, I think someone might have gotten a lip busted or something, and I think there might be some blood there on the court. As see the AD for Elk Rapids walking around finding the pause. The refs pointing them out to him.
As we wait here, we'll keep you up to date. 15 seconds left to go in Charlevoix. Boyne City just called a timeout. Raiders leading 52-50.
As Novak finally gets to
got everything all settled now.
Long-awaited free throws.
As we're waiting for something else.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, Eric. Sometimes, you know, you just got to smile and wave.
So got to air dry first. Well, while we wait there, no sense, yeah.
Gonna do a little.
Sense of giving them dead air here. Get a little play-by-play. The last 15 seconds here, Charlevoix and Boyne.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Boyne at the top of the key, 10 seconds to go. Up to the top of the key again. Another pass knocked away. The Raiders have it. Yan Chulis, as I call his name a lot doing Raider games. Looks like he's going to get a foul after the steal. Put him at the free throw line. 4 seconds left. Raiders with a chance to go up 2 possessions.
Oh, he's pumped up. Him and Talon Jacobs, you know, part of that sophomore, not even dynamic duo. It's a quad duo. As if we were checking into the Ole Miss game, Ole Miss is going to have a breakaway run. I'm not sure if that was a kickoff or a run play, but that is a run play. 65-plus yards.
You could see Cristobal on that was not happy. Ooh, as you're going to get, was that an intentional? As you got Yan Chulis by himself there shooting that. First one here back in Elk Rapids from Novak is no good. 2:15 left to go here in the game. 61-37.
Wow, explosive play there. 72-yard run for Caden Lacey.
Second one good from Novak as we get Ben McShannock check back in for Harbor. And Chulis and Charlevoix hit a free throw, 53-50. The Raiders lead, 4 seconds left to go. We'll see what happens up there. We'll keep you up to date. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here. Stanfest with the ball to Plum. Back cut, almost got to Graham. Steal by Gallagher. He'll get it across half court. And he'll look for Novak, and they'll set up the offense. McShannock. Novak. Drive with the floater off the rim. Rebound to Stanfest. He'll keep possession and quietly bring it up the court. Graham with it. He'll get fouled with the double team coming up to him.
Well,
not in the limit. Harbor's got to foul quite a bit. So what they should be doing, if it was a closer game probably, would be getting close and making sure you're going for steals. So if you're not getting it, you're committing a foul, getting them on the free throw line, and stopping the clock at the same time. And again, probably an insurmountable lead and not enough time left.
And yeah, as you mentioned, 23 points in a minute 30 is quite the task for
Yes,
any
sir.
level of basketball. So looks like Elk Rapids will be staying in that #1 seed and undefeated in the Northern Shores Conference.
Stanfest with it on the left. Graham's shot is up off the rim, no good. Rebound, Shockley. He goes up strong. He's going to get a foul. We'll put that young fella on the line. He'll shoot a pair. Give him a chance to get him in the books.
That was the first play of that.
Charlevoix got the ball in the inbounds, and they get it underneath the basket for 2 points. So they end up scoring again just before the buzzer. Charlevoix ends up winning, beating the Ramblers 55-50.
Well, that's awesome. Student section on
Wow.
the court celebrating. That's a big win for those Raiders. They've had not the season that they'd like. I think that would make them 3-6 on the year.
Second one off the front. Weston Kloss will bring it across half court. Kick it out to Gallagher, and they'll set up all the fronts. Kloss looking to drive. Kicks it out to Gallagher. Arsinski with it. Over to Kelnan. Gallagher, Arsinski. Down to Kloss. Good strong move. Put that young fella on the line. He'll shoot a couple.
Well, and Michigan State is going to escape. Looks like it's going to be a 9-point victory with 1.6 seconds left on the clock.
Escape is right.
I'm sure they've gave you a few heart flutters over this season.
Well, you know, it's called part of being a state fan. You can never believe anything until it's triple zeros. Second free throw, no good. Shockley on the rebound. 40 seconds left to go here. Stanfast just going to keep it outside and see if they run some offense or just back it off. He'll get it to Hilly. Over to Graham. He'll look to drive. Shockley to Stanfest. At least you've got a floor general out there with the rest of them that are out there to finish this game out. Stanfest kicks it out. Graham, his shot is up. And it's good. Three-pointer for Cole Graham.
He's shot multiple from that corner, and I think fourth time's the charm.
Arsinski. Over to Hendricks. Joe Hendricks. And he'll dribble it out, and that will end the game here. Your final score from the Elk Rapids Athletic Complex, the Elks 65 and the Harbor Springs Rams 39. We are going to keep it right here for your post-game show presented by Brothers Tree Service. Again, Brothers Tree Service been providing exceptional service in Northern Michigan since 2005, and this year they are celebrating 20 years of tree and plant care. So the next time you are in need of a tree, see what Brothers Tree Service can do for you online at brotherstreeservice.com. Jared, while I add up these scores, what do you think about tonight's game, man?
Well, you know, we had a really competitive first half. It looked like the Rams were clawing back into it to start the third quarter. 4-point lead. Smallest for the game since the first quarter for the Elks. And I don't know. I was really feeling that Harbor was going to give them a run for their money. And then next thing you know, that 10-0 run that we saw in the first quarter happened again in the third. Tyler Stanfest had 2 quick and ones. I believe he converted both of them. And after that, Eric, it was kind of just a lost cause. Novak for the Rams, Ryan Novak, he played a heck of a game, but you know, you can only do so much for one player on the team. And his supporting cast just didn't help him out as much tonight. McShannock, someone that is a very good player, didn't have his best game.
Yeah, you know, and let's think that possibly, you know, they kind of got in their heads a little bit, maybe the way it was being called tonight too, and the way the physicality and the way the atmosphere was might have gotten to Harbor a little bit, as you ended up getting one technical called there on the bench, and a little bit more of the looking at the officials with the arms up more than worrying about the court. But again, those are, you got to worry about the things that you can control, and just not their night tonight. But again, you got to credit Elk Rapids coming out right as a house of fire to start the game with a 10-0 run, and you just thought they were going to run away and hide with the way their pressure was, and then just kind of backed off and started switching, almost like they were trying to work on some things, and like you said, just kind of playing with their food there in the first half, which helped Harbor get some momentum and ended up coming back and making it a close game and getting it down to as little as 6 points.
Yeah.
So then we get into the second half, and then about, we always talk about the first 3 or 4 minutes, the second half being the most important.
Absolutely.
And again, Elk Rapids started ramping it back up and got that lead, and then just kind of wore Harbor down to where Harbor just didn't have enough gusto to get momentum and get enough going to get a victory down here in Elk Rapids tonight. So that'll do it here for Elk Rapids. We thank you all for joining us on Next Level Broadcasting. For myself, Eric Huffman, and for Jared Stamen, and for our camera guy, Isaac Dunson. Again, we thank you so much for joining us. You are watching high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting. It is simulcast on nextlevelbroadcasting.net. Make sure you're checking us out. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Get updates about all the events coming up, not just here. Again, for any invitationals, we also do football. We also have other things that we'll be bringing out as the year goes on, even going to the spring and summer this year too. Can't wait to talk about all that with all of you. But again, thank you for tonight, and we will see you again soon. Have a great one and enjoy your evening.